in general, you got to work for each bucket, but how difficult was it? How much did they make you work for your 31 tonight?
Oh, man, they did a great job. Obviously, they play with a lot of pace, so you don't get to rest on that end, and then guard Drew is a phenomenal player. And then, in terms of probably guards that pick you up 94 or close to it, he's probably the best in the league at that. Top-tier defender, probably one of the better on-ball defenders besides like a Kawhi or something like that. So,
despite the resistance, you guys still found the grit to pull it out and find a way. What did it take to find a way to pull it out in a game like this?
I mean, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's the same old thing. If we can hold a team to 100, then we have a chance to win. If we don't, and it gets out of hand, then we don't really. Tonight we were pretty bad offensively. I think at one point in the fourth quarter, wasn't it like 70 points or something like that? Like it's not very good. It's not good at all.
When you brought the starters back in, you guys made the next 7 shots. What flipped the switch there, do you think?
I mean, I think we just came off with a little bit of a burst. I think, at some point in time, you got to make shots. Law of averages says some of them going to go in. I mean, and then, statistically speaking, Joe and Torian are 2 of the best shooters in the league if you look at the last 2 seasons. So they're going to make shots. Like they're going to make shots eventually. And we have that high level of trust in them. And then, obviously, all Jared ever shoots is dunks. So you would think he'd make his shot. So.
What all goes into the execution of the plays out of timeouts? So many big ones tonight. What goes in?
Staying locked in for the players, but more importantly, it's Kenny coming up with cool stuff. That's real. I mean, or else we just go out there and be like, all right, let's just get the ball in bounds. I mean, but him coming out with tricky stuff and things that kind of knowing time and score, knowing when to get this person shot, that person shot. I mean, up 3, going for the 3 to put the distance at 6 with I think 1:20 to go in the game. Statistically speaking, if we don't give up a 3, the game should be pretty much over. So credit to him for going for that, and then obviously having. Well, Curry's hurt. Having the best, and Clay's hurt. Having the best 3-point shooter in the league on your team and being able to go to him in a moment like that is obviously a luxury.
Spencer, what were you looking for at the end of regulation? Kenny said you guys were trying to get a switch, and you didn't get it, which kind of led to that deep 3 you shot.
Yeah, all right. So here's the thing. Yes, we were trying to get a switch, and then we probably should have went pick and roll. It was a little bit late. But what I was looking at, we have about 2-second differential, all right? So knowing New Orleans and how fast they get it out and how they like to contest, leak out, and then throw the ball long, I didn't want to collapse everybody on our team crash thinking it's like the last shot, but really because I went with, let's say, 5, there's a 7-second differential. 7 seconds left on the clock or something like that. I miss it, they throw it long, sprint, maybe a foul, anything tricky, right? So I said, okay, look, I know Josh is a pretty overzealous defender. If it leaves my hand with 2 or 1 on the shot clock, right, then there's only 2 seconds left. The only thing left, if it hits the rim and bounces up in the air, is for Jarrett to tip it in or for them to, tip it or launch it full court, whatever happens. But nothing good could come of it from their end. Then, obviously, he ended up sitting on my lap by the time the shot had fired. So, I'm still confused as to, how that worked. So the game should have been over. But that was the whole thought process. It was all about, making sure there was no other shot to have. There was no other shot to happen. Either we were going to win or we're going to overtime, but there's no tricky stuff, that's going to happen or fluke stuff that's going to lead to a loss.